I'm from Livermore, California, and I mean, it's a pretty well-to-do town, but my family didn't have a lot of money. So I grew up seeing a lot of people, because the Livermore lab is there, and I grew up seeing a lot of people, my friends' parents, working in the lab. And it was always this mysterious thing, like science, like fancy stuff. And I didn't pay too much attention to it until about junior high, where I dissected a squid for the first time. And it was really exciting, where all the other kids were like, oh, gross, it's smelly, like smells like rubber and formaldehyde and things like that. I was like pulling out the organs and getting really excited about it. So I feel like it was really genuine where I began, because I feel like a lot of people begin these careers because they say like, oh, I can make a lot of money, like it's really good, I'll have jobs and things like that. But I don't know, I feel like beginning at that young age, you don't think about that kind of stuff. So I had a teacher in 7th grade who saw me getting really excited about all these squid organs. And she just looked at me and she said, you should keep doing this. You should, I mean, marine biology. And that's not what I ended up going into, but just starting with that, I kind of kept that with me. And even throughout high school, I kind of thought, maybe I'll be a biology major. And going into undergrad at CSU Stanislaus, I was undeclared. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I thought maybe I'll do psychology, that's kind of cool. And I took some psychology classes and hated it. Took a biology class, and I was like, okay, this feels right, and I've been holding on to this since junior high, so I'll keep going with it. If I could go back and change like that process, I probably would, because I didn't think about it too much. I didn't have people really telling me, because I'm a first-generation student, and my parents didn't go to college. They did an associate's thing, and my mother's from the Philippines, so they didn't have much to say to me. They wanted me to do well in school, and that's pretty much what they had. Like, beyond getting, oh, get straight A's, there wasn't any guidance. They didn't know good colleges. They didn't take me places. So I didn't go on any campus tours or anything like that. And that's something I kind of wish had been available to me. And I'm sure the resources were there. I just didn't see them. So I just applied to a handful of schools that my friends were talking about. And I had a friend who was applying to Cal State Stanislaus. And he didn't end up going in there, and I just kind of threw in the application, because might as well, maybe I'll go where my friend goes. And that's not really a good tactic. You shouldn't just pick like, oh, my friend's going there, that might be a good place. And I actually got a call from the director of the honors program when they received my application, telling me like, we looked at your application because I'd had good grades at that point. I was pretty active in the school, but I just hadn't looked forward. And so they called me and said, you should apply for some of our scholarships. And that school actually offered me a full scholarship. So that's where I went. I mean, it made the decision pretty easy because I didn't have money. I didn't think ahead to how I was going to pay for school. So that's why I ended up at that school, and it turned out pretty well.